Welcome to Super Max Z, and yes, you did read the title right. I am covering the Trunks saga, not the future Trunks saga that is in Dragon Ball Super. But as you can see from the picture that is currently right now, this is Z. I'm covering the Trunks saga. The Trunks saga, or originally called the future Trunks saga originally by the broadcasters in America, is the saga between the Namek saga and the Android saga. For simplicity and because of easier way, I'll call this the Trunks saga. The future Trunks saga, if I am to say it, would refer to the Goku Black saga in its other name. To keep it simple and not to confuse people, I will refer to this saga as the Trunks saga. Let us begin. People ask the question, why didn't King Cold transform here? But I have a thing, I don't believe King Cold could transform. Because when people are thinking about King Cold transforming, they're thinking about first form, second form, and third form Frieza. But you have to understand that Frieza created those transformations to hide his power. That's what they say. I did make a theory that those are actually multiplying his base state, but seeing as King Cold would not have done such a thing, it's likely to state this is King Cold's full power. It's similar to Frieza's, but that is full power. There's no fourth form Cold. This is just his full power, and there's no transformation. Using my theory, he didn't make his own to get stronger, but using the show's one, which most likely they were thinking about, King Cold wouldn't have any transformations, because in the show it says that those forms were made to suppress, and King Cold wouldn't need to suppress his power because he isn't that powerful. So this is full form. Maybe people are saying it because King Cold looks like second form Frieza, but the resemblance, maybe Frieza based it on his father. But let's get back to the show.
And take Frieza's place at my side as the supreme ruler of the universe.
Not a chance.
This and every other world would be but the merest of baubles in your collection. Allow me to examine your sword. A weapon of such obvious quality practically begs to be admired.
So, you want to see my sword, huh? Here, catch.
Remarkable craftsmanship. Ha! I say that without this sword, you're nothing! That's what I believe!
King Cold could be saying this because he's never faced a Saiyan in hand-to-hand combat. 2, he doesn't believe any other Saiyan would exist except Vegeta and Goku isn't on the planet now. And by how Frieza acted, he knows that that person isn't Goku. So maybe he was thinking that the sword give him an imitation of the Super Saiyan form Frieza is talking about. But then later he says Saiyan. He must have realized that that is an actual Saiyan after he had already realized that the sword isn't what gave him his power. Back to the show.
You should know that a weapon doesn't make the man.
Wait, you dirty little Saiyan!
Follow me! Don't worry, I won't bite!
Well, I'm going for it. He knows my dad.
Yeah, possibly. Plus, he saved us from Frieza. He can't be all that bad, huh? I've got to find out who he is.
Vegeta may say this mostly because he sees the Super Saiyan and now he is wondering if it's an actual Super Saiyan or a human or something else which has the ability to transform to a similar state like Super Saiyan. In the manga, yes, Vegeta never saw Super Saiyan, but in the anime he saw Super Saiyan after getting revived on Namek before being teleported. Okay, back to the show.
How about a cold drink? Goku's not due to arrive for 2 more hours.
Yeah.
Wait, Gohan!
Chill out, Krillin. They're just sodas.
Or
Coincidence is that the first 2 people to trust Trunks are Gohan and Bulma, people he had a very close tie to in the future, Bulma being his mother and Gohan being his master in the future. So let's continue on with the show.
For me. Ah, good stuff.
Oh, boy!
Yeah. Excuse me, mister, but how do you know my dad?
Actually, I haven't met your dad before.
How do you know that he's gonna arrive at this spot in 2 hours?
I wish I could. Sorry.
Likely said this because he thought that saying he's a time traveler would ruin the timeline he came from, not knowing that it would this is a separate timeline from his. Okay, back to the show.
Look, my friend, Kakarot, the one you call Goku, and myself are the only Saiyans left.
We saw him. He just defeated Frieza and that huge guy all by himself.
Thing that might accelerate Vegeta's worry and confusion on how that person could be a Super Saiyan is Trunks' purple hair here. And yes, it turns blue in Super, but that's something to talk about in a future video. So his hair being purple, which is not a natural Saiyan hair color, might also be another reason why he believes that he's not a Saiyan, and that's why he's a little bit confused about who he is, not knowing it's his son from the future yet. Okay, back to the show.
Hey, you've got our logo on your jacket. Well, tell me your name and I'll recommend you to Dad.
If you like it that much, you can have it.
No.
Trunks may be behaving this way mostly because this would be his first time to see his father face to face, with his own eyes, not in recordings or descriptions. Okay, back to the show.
No, thank you.
He has been gone a while.
But he told Gohan that he hasn't met Goku.
Maybe he's wrong. Maybe Goku's not coming.
Hey, that's it. 2 hours have passed. Goku should be arriving any second now.
Up there! Dad!
Cool!
Last one there's a rotten.
The reason it has the symbol of the Ginyu Force is most likely because that was the only ship he could find. I wonder which Ginyu Force ship did he use for which member, Captain Ginyu or one of the other members. Who knows? That's just a fun thing to think about. Okay, back to the show.
Hi, you guys. How in the world did you know I was going to be here?
This guy told us.
But how?
Well, that's what he said. That he must have been tracking your ship in outer space.
Really? But my gosh, what in the world happened here, you guys? Who defeated Frieza?
He turned into a Super Saiyan and picked him apart.
What? A Super Saiyan?
Confusion can also come from the same way as Vegeta, where he believes him and Vegeta and Gohan are the only Saiyans left, not knowing that this is a future one, but he will learn that very soon.
Hey, aren't you forgetting something? You, your son, and I are the only Saiyans still alive.
Goku. Could I have a word with you? Just the two of us.
I'll be right back.
Thanks, man. He was out of control and you were supposed to stop him. But when he landed and you weren't around, I had to step in.
I knew he was going to hurt the people here. I was about to make my move. I could have been there in seconds.
Are you serious?
As I said earlier, this is another example showing that Trunks never had any knowledge about the instant transmission technique because of what he just said. So maybe it was not a theory earlier like I stated, but something the show had already stated. Oh well, we all make mistakes. Okay, back to the show.
Yeah, it's called instant transmission.
I had no idea that you had that ability.
Yeah, the people on Yardrat taught it to me.
If I had known that you didn't need my help with Frieza, I could have waited and come to you while you were alone.
This is more support to show that he didn't know about it and that if he had known, he would have done something separate. But at this point, I think it's repeating an already solved thing. Okay, back to the show.
Can you transform into a Super Saiyan at will?
Now I can control it.
What's going on, guys? Goku has blonde hair!
At this moment is the first time that technically Bulma, Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, Puar, Krillin have seen the Super Saiyan transformation with their own eyes from Goku. So now I guess that's a first. I wonder when was the first time Chi saw the Super Saiyan transformation on screen. Maybe during the Cell Games training arc after they came out of the hyperbolic time chamber. Most likely. Okay, let's get back to the show.
Are you satisfied?
Yes, I am.
So, what's next, friend?
Now we'll both be Super Saiyans. Well, this time I'm not going to stop, got it?
As you wish.
This brings up a lot of power scaling issues. Does this mean Trunks is weaker than Goku? Trunks is holding back, or both of them are not fighting seriously? Because does that mean if future Gohan in the anime special is most likely stronger than Goku when he died, who is stronger than this Goku, does that mean Trunks is still not as strong as Gohan, or this Goku, which Trunks is fighting, is stronger than the future timelines Goku, or maybe Trunks is fighting in a more suppressed way? Or a more likely answer is that because he's not trying to kill, he's not using his full power and he's more equal or a little bit weaker to this Goku than he is shown to be by these weaker attacks he's using. Okay, back to the show.
I feel like I can trust you, Goku. I had to know that for sure. Sorry about all of the secrecy, but I really need your word that you won't tell anybody else what I'm about to say. My name is Trunks. I traveled here in a time machine 20 years from the future. Vegeta was right. He's my father.
What? You're kidding!
Bro was told to keep a secret, and the first secret he had, he nearly shouted, "What?" on the top of his lungs.
You're serious? Vegeta's son. Wow.
I will be born 2 years from now. I didn't come here to tell you that. I have to talk to you about something. They have dreadful power, even by our standards. They're monsters, Goku.
What's the deal? Are they aliens?
The reason Goku may ask this question, even though he didn't know it at the time, Piccolo was an alien. For the last 3 arcs chronologically before this, he has technically been fighting aliens. He fought Piccolo when he was Piccolo Jr., also maybe 4 if you count the King Piccolo arc also, but let's just go with 4. Okay, King Piccolo, Piccolo Jr., Raditz, Vegeta and Frieza. All of those have been aliens which he has fought in the last few arcs before this. So maybe him saying are they aliens is not too absurd with what he has gone through in the past few years.
No way! Same guy? Wow!
That's him.
But how? He lived?
Thanks to you.
Something none of the people I've heard talking about is that Dr. Gero is technically the reason Goku is still alive in multiple timelines. Because if Dr. Gero never built the androids, what would have happened is that Goku would have died of the heart virus. With no androids, there would have not been a need to go back in time. Gohan would have most likely trained, meaning he would have been able to defeat BBD, Bobbidi when they arrive, and Vegeta would still be alive and training. So for sure they would have been defeated easily, meaning the only reason Goku is still alive right now in the Dragon Ball Super is because of Dr. Gero creating the androids.
One really knows. The moment those things were able to think for themselves, they rebelled. Living on Earth in my time is like living in a nightmare.
These androids are even stronger than you.
They are, for sure.
What about...
And though in the next arc, in the android arc, Trunks says that the androids of the present timeline are stronger than the future. Who knows, maybe the future androids never use their full strength when facing him. Maybe they are just equal in strength and he doesn't know because he's never seen their full strength because he's many times weaker than them. That's just something to think about. Okay, back to the show.
About all the others? I mean...
They're dead. 3 years from now, the Earth's special forces will be gone. Too long from now, you're going to catch a new virus that attacks the heart. You're going to die from it.
shows that the heart virus is a virus that is from Earth and not Yardrat. Meaning, if he never went to Yardrat, he would have still gotten the heart virus. Maybe a little bit earlier because he would have been on Earth longer. But it shows that the virus is not from Yardrat. That's just the main thing. Okay, back to the show.
Being killed by a stupid virus. What a waste!
Aren't you scared of them at all?
Well, sure, a little bit. All challenges are scary at first.
I really can trust you. I'm glad I came.
Huh?
There's no cure now for that nasty virus you're going to get, but in my time, there is. I shouldn't be doing this, Goku, because it's going to change history. But you can make a difference, Goku.
Oh, wow! I know your mom, huh? That's bizarre!
She's standing right there.
I thought Bulma was going to end up marrying Yamcha. But man, Vegeta?
Yamcha and my mother are going to break up.
I know them, and man, oh man, they're the feistiest two people I know.
Promise you won't tell them, Goku, or I might not be born.
Hey, not a problem. Please.
Don't forget, this is still the same person who, after learning Vegeta was Trunks' father, nearly shouted on the top of his lungs, "What? My friend, be careful, he might just reveal it in his sleep or while talking about something else." That's how it seems like it's going to be.
Tell her that I send my love.
I should be thanking you. He was the last person that understood me and my power.
You're a brave young man, Trunks. Now that I've met you, I'll be with you in spirit no matter where you go.
Father, you're so tough and proud. I know you feel. I'm your son, and I will always love you.
Either he went back to the future or he went to the fight against the androids straight, like one of my past theories stated. He still time traveled in front of the Z fighters, mostly to make sure that Piccolo's story, or what he would have assumed Goku, who is telling them about the things he would wanted them to tell them, that they would believe it more after seeing him time travel.
There's still a few things I'd like to know. Where in the world did you get that absurd-looking outfit? I want to see what you've learned.
Now where to begin?
I wonder what Goku means by where to begin. Does that mean he learned more than the instant transmission on Yardrat, or another technique he either did not use or used without us knowing he learned it from Yardrat, or used it without us knowing he used it in the first place? That's just another thing you can think about this. Let us go back to the show.
Oh yeah, it's not an easy trick to do. The instant transmission. To begin with, I need to imagine a person far away. Now, who should it be? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Check it out.
Now, don't you think we'd better talk about some other things? Like androids?
Oh.
On May 12th, 3 years from now, 2 killer androids will arrive.
Okay, enough. Just joking.
So you'll have to decide if you're in or you're out. Now hold on, I don't remember putting you in charge of this operation. Are you challenging me, Vegeta?
Antagonism of Vegeta and Piccolo may be because they have not been allies for a long time right now. Because they only allied in the Namek saga, which was like a year, 2 years, or like a year before this, depending on how the timeline works. So now they haven't really gotten a trust for each other like they'll have in Super, so they still distrust each other mostly. Okay, back to the show.
And it's settled. We'll all fight together!
Yeah!
We'll meet here in 3 years at 9 a.m. on May 12th.
Listen, when this is over, we'll meet to settle the score.
Single line has foreshadowed many things. It has foreshadows his actions in the Android saga. It foreshadows his motivation to become Majin Vegeta in the Buu saga before he realizes Goku is #1. So that one small line, which many people may have forgotten, could have been a subtle foreshadowing of what would come later in both the Android and Buu saga. Okay, back to the show.
Sure.
Goodbye, you guys. See you in 3 years.
See you later.
Piccolo, I need a training partner. So what do you say? Krillin? Yamcha, care to join us? Okay. See ya.
Well, this is the end of the video. Like, share, and subscribe, and come again to watch another video from Super Max Z. Maybe I'll react to another one, maybe the Android saga, or maybe another saga or a fight. So, like, share, and subscribe. Come again to watch another video from Super Max Z. This is Super Max Z heading out.